Today, we're jumping into a simple Zen story that holds a really profound lesson. It's all about how to handle that relentless stream of thoughts. You know the one that so often feels like it's running our lives.
I mean, we've all been there, right? That feeling where your mind just will not stop. It's jumping from worries about work to your to-do list to something you've regret from yesterday to what you're anxious about for tomorrow. It's just this never-ending chatter that can be totally exhausting.
You know, Zen masters had the perfect name for this. They called it the monkey mind. It's such a great image, isn't it? It perfectly describes that restless state where our focus just swings from one branch of thought to the next, never really settling down. And what do we usually do? Well, we try to fight it, we try to force it to be quiet, but as this story is about to show us, that usually just makes the monkey scream even louder.
So, to really get a handle on a better way to deal with all this, let's dive into a classic Zen story. It's about a young student named Kenji, who was dealing with this exact problem.
Now, Kenji was doing everything he was supposed to. I mean, this guy was disciplined. He practiced meditation every single day. But instead of finding that inner peace he was looking for, his mind just felt like a swarm of angry bees. He was completely overwhelmed by his own thoughts.
So at his wit's end, he goes to his master. And you can just feel the frustration in his words, can't you? He's trying to control everything, to push, to fight, and it's totally backfiring. It's making his thoughts even more powerful. He's basically asking the question we've all asked ourselves: how on earth do you find peace in the middle of all this internal chaos?
The master's response is so brilliant because it isn't a direct answer, it's an experience. He doesn't give Kenji some new technique to try, he gives him a whole new way of looking at things. And this is where the real lesson begins.
So picture this. The master just quietly leads Kenji over to a window, and outside is this majestic, ancient mountain. It's the perfect image of stillness, right? A solid, unshakable presence. And it's such a powerful contrast to the storm that's raging inside Kenji's mind.
Then the master points out what's happening to the mountain. See, it's not just sitting there in perfect sunny weather. Not at all. It's being kind of assaulted by the elements. You've got clouds swirling all around it, winds howling and trying to push it over, rain just beating down on it. This is the weather of the mountain's life.
And here it is. This is the crucial point. The master asks this simple but incredibly profound question. Does the mountain fight back? Does it waste all its energy trying to argue with the wind? And the answer, of course, is no. And boom, that's the light bulb moment for Kenji. The mountain's strength doesn't come from fighting the weather. Its strength comes from its ability to just allow it all to happen, to let it all pass by. The mountain remains itself, totally unchanged at its core. It's just a silent witness to the passing storm.
This chart just lays it all out so perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you have the monkey mind's way, fighting, resisting, struggling. And on the other, you've got the mountain's way, just observing, allowing, and being still. It's not about trying to win a war inside your head. It's about realizing you don't even have to fight in the first place. Okay, so it's a beautiful story, for sure. But how do we actually use this wisdom? You know, how do we go from being Kenji, the struggling student, to actually embodying the stillness of the mountain? Well, let's break it down into some practical steps.
The method is actually really simple. First, just acknowledge the thought when it shows up. Like, okay, there's a worry about work. No need to fight it. Second, just observe it without judging yourself for having it. It's just a thought, that's all. Third, you let it pass by, kind of like you're watching a cloud drift across the sky. And finally, number 4, you just rest in that quiet, still awareness that's always there, behind all the thoughts.
And this, right here, this is the absolute game changer. This is the heart of the whole lesson. We get into trouble because we get so identified with our thoughts. We think we are our anxiety or we are our anger. This whole practice is about creating a little space. Your thoughts, they're just the weather. You are the mountain. They are just temporary events passing through the huge open space of your awareness.
And here's the promise of it all. It's a bit of a paradox, really. The second you stop fighting with your own mind, its power over you starts to dissolve. Peace isn't something you have to go out and create. It's what's already there, just waiting for the struggle to stop.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. What kind of weather is passing through your mind right now? Is it a nagging worry, a little bit of stress, a busy to-do list? Try to think of it as just a cloud in the sky. What happens if, just for a moment, you decide to be the mountain?